Good evening, everyone. Welcome to O'Donnell Field. Hudson Hawks softball tonight hosts the 9-0 Rockets of Auburn. We're just getting underway. Got first pitch coming up from Taylor Attaway. Kaylee Charlton leads off for Auburn and hits a fly ball to KK Deshanes in left field for out number one. And quickly, Coach Bowen to the circle. Defensively for the Hawks, it's Sophia Faree at third. A few changes. Liv Connolly, number 34, is going to be starting at shortstop tonight. Number 23, Sydney Roush, is at second. And Angie Esseline is at first. Kira Miller starting behind the plate. In the circle, Taylor Attaway is Deshanes Davis and Morgan Attaway making the switch from shortstop to right field. Ball one from Attaway.
Yeah, we had to make some defensive changes. Kind of shake up the pot a little bit.
I'm not getting any Lenny, you guys. I don't know if you are or not. Piconti and Lenny Bowen. Upstairs, Cam Cieslik and Jared Colbert downstairs. Keeping all this running so you can watch the live stream here on HUD-TV. Fouled out of play.
How's that, Pete?
Oh, yep, that's good.
Good.
Ella Swedberg now at bat. Starting shortstop. Up and outside from Attaway. Swedberg leads the Rockets with a .471 average. Off speed, called strike from Attaway.
Very good.
And got away, got the throw down at first base.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Reese Dickey.
Yeah, so my kids played for the Auburn coach, Roland Bossy, and the kids, a couple of kids on the Auburn team played for our coach, Laura Bowen, so the Charlton sisters.
Center fielder Reese Dickey steps in, takes ball one high and outside from Attaway. First two batters retired by the Hudson defense. Off speed from Attaway. Got Dickey to chase. Counts even at one.
You get some good-sized kids, huh, in Auburn?
Couple. Off speed again. And Dickey out in front of that one. Five players for the Rockets, 350 or above as far as the batting averages go. A lot of them are front-loaded. Swedberg, Dickey fouls that one back to the screen.
Yeah, we had some lineup changes. Morgan Attaway's in right field and Conley's at shortstop. We brought in Miller from right field, threw her behind the plate and said, there you go. So they really stepped up last game.
Dickey calls timeout, steps back in. Dickey from the left side. Pitches low from Attaway. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs in the top half of the first. And off speed again from Attaway is going to sit Dickey down. 2 strikeouts for Attaway that time.
That's a great job by Taylor. She has a great changeup, and in the past hasn't used it that much. And we talked about it and said, Taylor, especially you get these big, strong hitters, you throw a little off speed, get them all messed up, and see if they adjust. But great job so far.
Defensively for Auburn, around the infield, it's Kaylee Charlton at third, Ella Swedberg at short, Ava Lesmoth at second, and Emily Dupuis is at first. In left field, Brianna Landry. Center fielder, Reese Dickey. And in right field, it's Riley Casagrande. Behind the plate, number 10, Megan Charlton. And number 15, Ireland Malpass, is in the circle for Auburn tonight. Sydney Roush will lead off for the Hawks, and Liv Conley and KK Deschaines round out your first three batters in the home half of the first. We are scoreless here from O'Donnell Field. Pete Conti and Lenny Bowen enjoying a Sunday night. This is a lot better night than it was last week.
For sure. The right side has their sun right in the face, so they got to be prepared for that. We haven't played this time of night.
Yeah, the first 6 o'clock start here at O'Donnell for the Hawks. And especially this time of year, right field is a tough sun. No wind to speak of, so if you're going to try to get it over the fence tonight, it's all you. And the balls are in. We're ready to go. Sydney Roush will lead off for the Hawks.
Their catcher has an absolute gun. She's only a freshman. She is a D1 candidate in the making.
Laura Bowen, the head coach, takes her position at the third base coach's box. Ray Gerard at the first base coach's box, and Sophia Togneri rounds out your coaching staff for the Hawks. Last year for Ray Gerard, as we are just about to the halfway pole of this spring season of 2026. Rouse takes it inside for a ball. Hawks need to put some wins together for if they have aspirations at going to the state tournament. Inside again, ball 2. 2-0.
Yep. Ray's a relic in the softball community. He part of the beginning of Hudson Youth Softball, and him and his wife, Steve Jones, and myself started the Hudson Demolition, which is going strong today. And he's been in the high school. He was coaching JVs when I was with the varsity, so he's been around at least 30 years.
33.
Is it 33?
Yeah.
I didn't want to make him sound old.
Well, we told him we only got a couple of games left to celebrate Ray. Ray will have a night here on the 20th of May. Up and away.
I'm sure Laura will have the mic in her hand,
And the waterworks will be going.
it's gonna even for me.
Yeah, it'll be a tough night. You know, it's for so long. I mean, we've been sitting back here, and it's always been Ray in our way. Hard liner into center field by Roush.
Great start for the Hawks.
Now batting the shortstop, number 34, Liv Conley.
Yeah, we've had some fun at Ray's expense over the years.
Oh, even a Patriots game.
That's a different chapter in the book of Ray. Yeah, we're set to go. Dropped down by Conley.
Good job, Liv. Good job.
She's going to be thrown out at first, but Sydney Roush will move to second. Conley moves the runner along.
She had a nice bunt down the last game, too. One of our power hitters for sure, but Laura's not afraid to play small ball.
Brings up the left fielder, KK DeShanes. One hopper to Lamont at second base. Gets it over to Dupuis for out number 2.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Sophia Ferry.
Sophia Ferry steps in with Roush at third. 2 outs in the home half of the first. Ball 1 inside.
Sophie's another one that took me by surprise. She came up and started at third base and swung a great bat. Sort of like when Liv Conley came up when she was in the 8th grade.
Sometimes you have to remember that some of these players are only 8th graders. That's lifted deep into the gap, to the wall, gone!
Well,
2-run shot for Sophia Ferry.
She made me look good because I told her mother, that kid's going to hit a home run and it won't be long. 8th grader. Boom, that was a shot too. She went with the pitch, took it to right center.
She got some praise before the game coming out of the cage from Ray. He was kind of keeping an eye on her reps in the cage. 2-run home run for Sophia Ferry has the Hawks on top, 2-0 in the bottom half of the first. Angie Esselane takes the first pitch up and out.
It's funny, I've been coaching forever, and I grabbed Sophie a couple times to give us
Hardliner caught at second base by Lismoth. You were saying?
Yeah, I've been coaching forever, and I'll grab Sophie to talk to her a little bit, and that's all she does is listen, and she doesn't talk. It's like, wow, don't see that every day.
What are you trying to say?
Well,
what's your point?
I'm a father of 4 daughters. It's like, I'm not used to that.
Oh.
Excuse me, and I know she listens too. It's one of them type of kids she just wants to get better, whatever it takes. And it's pretty obvious for what you just saw.
It's going to be Dupuis leading off. Casagrande and Megan Charlton. First 3 batters due up for Auburn.
Leading off for Auburn, the first baseman, number 3, Emily Dupuis.
Hawks pick up 2 in the home half of the first. Auburn retired in order in the first inning. Dupuis comes in batting a shade under 400. Leads off the second. Attaway off speed. High and outside, ball 1. Soft grounder to short. Conley
Little bobble.
didn't field it cleanly, little bobble, but that's all it took, and Dupuis is on first.
Riley Casagrande.
Doesn't take much if you're in the left side of the infield. Fields that one, backhander. Played the easy one, got the force at second base.
Well done.
Now behind the catcher, number 10, Megan Charlton.
6-4 on the fielder's choice. Brings up Megan Charlton, the catcher. Pitches in the dirt, and Casagrande moves to second base. Good stop behind the plate that time by Kira Miller. Waiting for the dust cloud to get out from home plate.
Yeah, look at Megan. She likes to make the dust. Look at her kicking her feet. I told Roland Bossy, the head coach, I said, I promise you she'll be one of the best catchers you ever see. And he was a little reluctant because he's got an upperclassman that catches, but...
Little blooper. Lands in the back of the infield. Faree was playing not short, but inside of third base. And Charlton's on with a one-out single. Casagrande not able to go off at second base. Brings up Ava Lamoth, the second baseman.
Megan Charlton hit a home run her first at bat versus Westboro. Roland called me up and said, wow, you weren't kidding. I goes, I certainly ain't.
Fouled high behind home plate. Kira Miller started to the right. It was more to the left. Had trouble picking it up.
Yeah, when she did pick it up, her face was right into the sun. But it's only her second stint behind the plate, so I'm going to give her a little bit of cushion.
Attaway deals. Comes up short. One and one, the count to Ava Lamoth. Grounded to third. Faree is going to make the play herself unassisted at third base.
Yeah, Sophie has her head in the game, that's for sure. She's one of them kids, when the ball's hit to me, what am I going to do? She doesn't do it after it's hit to her, she does it before. Almost lost that today, Pete.
Swing and a miss by Andrea Gaston. And Megan Charlton advances to third. Lamoth will take second. Foul behind home plate. Two outs in the Auburn half of the second inning. Attaway looks in. Up and away. Two and two. Attaway comes with the fast one. Foul back. Gaston stays alive. Andrea Gaston, the designated player in the Rockets lineup.
Yeah.
Attaway's money pitch tonight's been the changeup. Looks like, you think we might see it right here?
I think you are. Miller just wanted to get on the same page, make sure. There you go.
Got the call. Strike for out number 3.
Good call, Peter.
Auburn strands 2. We're through 1.5 here at O'Donnell Field as the Hawks 2 and the Auburn Rockets nothing. Talking to the head coach for Auburn before we got going tonight, downplaying the success of his team so far. I mean, they're at the halfway point. They're 9-0. So he's downplaying a little bit. Says their level of competition hasn't been as high as the level of competition that the Hawks play in.
Roland's been around a long time, so he's not going to let them get their head swelled.
Yeah, and they have to keep winning if they're gonna stay on top in the Central Mass Athletic Conference C division. Auburn's at 4-0. Northbridge at 3-1. Monty Tech 3-1. Douglas and Leicester at 1-3. And Worcester Tech 0-3 in league play. Leader in Midwalk A, where the Hawks are, Shepherd Hill and Wachusett share the lead at 3-0. Shrewsbury's at 3-1. Westboro 2-2. Leominster 1-2. The Hawks 1-3 in league play. And Grafton, once one of the high and mighties is 0-5 to start the season this year in league play. Hawks have had some drag-out affairs against Grafton over the years.
Oh, yeah. Always had a good youth program, well coached, so we'll be up against it, I'm sure.
Ashland as well too. I was going back and forth with Ken Guilfoy, whose daughter played in Ashland, about the softball so far. Daughter Erin played for the Clockers. Taylor Attaway leads off the home half of the second. Called strike from Malpass.
Oh boy, here comes trouble.
Oh boy. Up and away, ball 1.
A couple of my basketball girls came over to give me a hug. I'm loving it. I'll be right back with you, Pete.
One and one to Attaway. Up and away, ball 2. Three balls, 1 strike to Taylor Attaway. Malpass looks in. Into the bat. And Ava Lismoth lays out to make the catch. Coming in from her position at second base, about halfway between the top of the circle and where she was positioned at second. One out for the center fielder, Jillian Davis. And Davis steps in. From the left side of the plate, if she pulls the ball, she's hitting it into a tough zone for the two defenders in center and right.
All right, buddy, I'm back.
One and one the count. Davis
Get down. There you go.
takes it into short center field. Good piece of hitting that time by Jillian Davis. Just kind of went with the pitch. Lifted it back through the middle. Hawks have a base runner with one out.
Really got to be careful with this catcher because she can pick you off and you won't even know it.
Brings up Kira Miller. Miller
Get over your head.
lifts one to left. And is caught by Brianna Landry in left.
It's a good swing by Kara.
Davis stays at first.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Morgan Attaway.
And Morgan Attaway, the right fielder, steps in with two outs. Foul out of play. Don't know if I've ever seen one hit the light tower. Did just then.
Attaway's another 8th grader that's going to be a great athlete. She already is, but trying to feel.
Hard grounder goes off for third base. And Laura Bowen's going to hold up Jillian Davis at third.
Yeah, we get the top of the order up, so.
Two-out double for Attaway. Got a little bit of the benefit of bouncing that one off the base. But the Hawks, two runners in scoring position for Sydney Roush. Hard grounder to short. And just making the play, Swedberg with the throw to Dupuis.
Made that call from all the way across the diamond, but it was the right call.
Roush almost beat that one out. Thrown out at first base. Hawks leave two on base. We're through two here at O'Donnell. It's the Hawks 2 and the Rockets nothing.
What a difference from last time, huh, Pete? Didn't even put on the jacket. I had to take off the sweatshirt.
Nice night here at O'Donnell. Probably about 68 degrees, about 69 when I arrived about 4:30.
You can check it out.
Lenny Bowen, our chief meteorologist, will...
Yeah, I gotta just learn how to use my cell phone. I'll be fine.
he just learned how to find the temperature on his phone, so he wants to show off.
63.
63 here in the top half of the third inning. Ireland Malpass, the Auburn pitcher, will lead off. Opposite field, fair, just inside the first baseline, and she's on with a leadoff single.
I'm expecting a pinch runner here.
And Malpass will head to the bench. Caitlin Lichiara will run for her. He'll bring up Kayla Chowton back to the top of the order.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Kaylee Trouton.
Well, just what you want from the bottom half of the order, Len. You get someone on base and you come around to the top of the order. Let them try to move them around.
Yep.
And a hard liner, one hop to Davis.
Yeah, that was a nice hit.
Single for Kaylee Chowton.
I will say them Charlton kids are great kids too, but Mom's a parole officer and Dad's a captain of the SWAT, so probably don't have a lot of choices but to be a good kid. Huh?
Yeah, right. And the ball gets past Miller at the plate. Everyone's going to move one time. Lacharia will go to third. Chowton will go to second. So the Rockets have runners in scoring position with no outs. Top half of the third. Grounder foul just beyond third base.
Sophie had it covered though. She's guarding that line.
But one step in at third base is Ferry. Off speed from Attaway. Looked like Swedberg kind of started the swing and couldn't really recoil it.
Yeah, she sets up that changeup really good.
And hard foul out of play. Right in front of the Sharon O'Donnell bench.
Yep, I hit that lady, I believe.
I know.
She didn't even flinch.
She didn't even move. And Swedberg fouls that one back, stays alive. One ball, two strikes. Off speed from Attaway.
You got her.
Slow roller misplayed by Conley.
I think she was definitely coming home on that.
Lacharia scores from third.
Number 9, Reese Dickey.
And Miller gathers the infield in the circle. So one run in the Auburn third. They've got runners at first and second. And Reese Dickey steps in. Out in front of that one, gets away from Miller. Charlton moves to third, and Swedberg goes over to second. Foul back. And she's out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 3.
You hit her out of the box. It really didn't look it.
Hey, referee, the umpire was right on top of that one.
There was no argument from anybody on that one. She just
Foul back out of play by Emily Dupuis. Yeah, there was no questioning the call from the Auburn bench.
no, all the better. I think I'd throw my back out if I was swinging at that changeup.
Dupuis fouls. Dupuis reached on a Conley error in the second inning. Low outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep, Sophie.
Fouled on the third baseline, real close to going right over the bag.
Yep, Sophie had that covered again. She knows where to stand. We got a
Marie
great
Conley, Roush, and Isseline in the infield for the Hawks.
we got a great perch up here where we can see everything really good except the balls and strikes. We can't really see the movement on the pitches.
2-2 to Dupuis. Lifted into center. Left center going to drop down, gets past Attaway. Dupuis slides into second. Charlton scores and Swedberg scores. Brings up Riley Casagrande. High pop in the infield. Roush calls them all off. Goes off the heel of her glove.
And we're certainly not helping ourselves in the field, but hopefully we can turn that around.
And the Hawks are back to the circle. Three runs in the Auburn second error of the inning for the Hawks.
Now batting at catcher number 10, Megan Charlton.
Brings up Megan Charlton. 4 errors for the Hawks here, and we're in the top half of the third. Some plays saved them in that second inning. Had 2 errors in the second, 2 here in the third. Open away from Attaway to Megan Charlton, the catcher. Took a long time. It's a ball from Attaway to Charlton. 2 balls, no strikes. Charlton lets that one go. 2-1. Off speed again. In for a strike from Attaway.
That's a tough pitch because you're only going to pop that pitch up.
Battles back to 2-2. Gets past Miller. Runnels will advance. Duplete will go to third. And Casagranda will move to second. Full count to Charlton. Big pitch here from Attaway. And Charlton turns on it, lifts it down the third baseline. Nice catch by a fan down by the light pole.
You see that lady that got drilled?
Yeah,
before.
she got up and moved that time.
I'm not doing this again.
Yeah. Is that wrong? And Charlton draws the walk,
Now batting the second baseman, number 4,
loads him up
Lamar.
for Ava Lamoth.
Yeah, that was a good at bat.
Still only one out in the Auburn third. They got the bases jammed. Swing and a miss by Lamoth. One of the best fastballs from Attaway tonight. Coach Gerard redirecting the outfield, bringing Attaway in 3 or 4 steps. Pitch is high from Attaway. Good catch by Miller behind the plate. Attaway looks in. Swing and a miss by Lamoth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And lifted out of play, third base side. Count remains 1-2. And lined in the center. Everybody's moving. Throw came in
Throw came in to the
and
middle
drifts
of
over
nowhere.
to the Hudson bench. So a line single to center
Now batting the designated
by
player,
Lamoth.
7, Adele Gaston.
Cleans the bases for Auburn. Brings up Andrea Gaston. Swing and a miss. One and one. Gaston calls timeout. Andrea Gaston, the designated player for the Rockets. And decides to swing at that one pretty late. Fouls that off in front of the Hudson bench. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That would have been a strike anyway, so. Let's get to see another pitch.
The blooper into short left. And Gaston's going to take second.
Now batting the pitcher, number 15, Ireland Melbath.
Ava Lamoth has moved to third. Grounded to Conley over to first. Lamoth will score.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Kaylee Charlton.
So Auburn bats around in the third. Back to the top of the order with Kaylee Charlton. 2 outs in the Auburn third. Ball 1. Designated player Andrea Gaston is in scoring position at second base. Lifted into the right field. Attaway there to make the catch for out number 3.
Okay, our bats are going to have to come alive. That's all there is to it.
So a couple of costly errors for the Hawk defense in that third inning. Allows them to bring 7 across the plate. Auburn on top. 7-2 as we get to the home half of the third inning.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty by any stretch, but hopefully our bats can bring it around.
Cam and Jared trying to do a little work down the right field line as they try to deal with this setting sun. Two, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the home half of the third. Connolly, Deschaines, and Faree lead off for the Hawks.
Leading off for Hudson, the shortstop, number 34, Liv Conley.
Liv Conley leads off for the Hawks in the home half of the third.
She's a spark plug. She can get it going for us.
7-run third by Auburn has them on top, 7-2.
Yeah, my wife wants to know if she's being mic'd up over there.
Yeah.
So she says, so I can say
So we
whatever
can
I
say
want.
whatever we want, she says.
Obviously, I can't. but
Yeah,
she
you can, but she can. Conley lifts it into left field. And Landry there to make the play.
Now batting the left field, number 3, KK Deschaines.
KK Deschaines, the number 2 batter, steps in. Grounded to second. Her first plate appearance. Takes ball 1. Malpass looks in. Outside. And lined into center. It's going to drop between Dickey and Landry. Dickey is going to play it.
KK hit 2 triples last game.
Lead-off double by Deschaines.
For Sophia Ferry.
Conley made it out, 1 out.
Brings up Sophia Ferry homeward in the first with Sydney Roush on base. Low and inside, ball 1. Into the hole between short and third. And Deschaines gets sent.
She's going home.
Throw
on
down
this
into
one.
right field. And Ferry is going to take the 2-base error.
That was big.
Deschaines scores and Ferry moves around. That ball ended up drifting down the first baseline past us.
Now batting the first baseman, number 11, Angie Esseline.
Angie has one of the nicest swings that I've seen in years. And right now she's hitting screaming line drives right at people. But they're going to fall.
So a little line drive into the gap turns into 2 runs for the Hawks as they pull back within 3. And Angie Esseline takes strike 1. That's lifted into left. Landry makes the catch. Out number 2.
Number 8, Taylor Attaway.
Get under that just a little bit.
Over the head of Landry. Attaway's going to chug it down to second base.
Yeah, we're getting a pinch runner here.
2-out double for Taylor Attaway. Keeps the Hawks alive in this bottom half of the third. 2 runs in for the Hawks.
Running for Hudson, number 7,
Sophia Oliveria is going to come in and run for Attaway.
Number 2, Jillian Davis.
Talk about being around for a long time. I coached her mother at Hudson Catholic.
Jillian Davis steps in with 2 outs. Takes ball 1.
Yeah, her mother's maiden name was Kelly Morris. She played second base. She was an outstanding athlete. But she was also a cheerleader that they would throw up to the top of the gym, and I'd keep yelling, "Don't you dare get hurt doing that." Get through.
Grounder to second. Fielded by Lamoth over to Dupuis for out number 3. So the Hawks put 2 on the board in their half of the third, pull within 3. After 3 full, it's the Auburn Rockets 7 and the Hudson Hawks 4. Tough sun over here down the first baseline as
Certainly is.
Cam's looking for a new perspective, I think.
Well, at least we don't have Lauren O'Malley shooting bullets at us, because we wouldn't be able to survive that.
And we've lost power on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that happened the other day too.
We got to get some more quarters.
Leading off for Auburn, the shortstop, number 2, Ella Swedberg.
Shortstop Ella Swedberg leads off for Auburn. And she ducks away from that offering from Attaway. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul out of play. Field has just about been covered in shade. Little corner to our right, out in the right field corner of the fence, and a little sliver from the left field pole on into center. Off speed from Attaway, ball 2. It's nice being up this high, Lenny, but you know we're the last ones that
Yeah, it
that
doesn't
lose
look like.
the sun as well.
Yep.
It's a tough sun for us for about another 15 minutes. That's lifted high to left field. And caught by KK Deschaines.
Now batting the right field, number 8, Riley Casagranda.
Or surge. Did we have a power surge or something?
Came back.
All right, so glad to be back. We lost some power. Throw down to second base off the mark. Doesn't get past Connolly, and Dickey slides into second. Sorry we lost you there for a moment. We had a some sort of seismic electromagnetic thing going on.
Excuse me?
We lost Lenny for a minute, and then I think we lost all of us for a second, but Casagrande takes ball 1. Two outs in the Auburn 4th. Off speed from Attaway deep. Ball 2. Lined into center. Davis lays out for it. Dickey's going to score from second base. Casagrande is going to stay at first. Damned if you do, damned if you don't on that play, Len.
Yep. I kept it in front of her.
Brings up Megan Charlton. All 1.
Miller's a rookie back there, and the other coach knows it, so they might try to test her.
Upstairs from Attaway. 2 balls, no strikes.
Not an easy task when the coach says, put on the catcher stuff you're catching.
Called strike 1 from Attaway. 2-1. 1 run in so far for Auburn. On the ground to Conley. Over to first, route number 3. Auburn brings home 1 in the 4th. Now lead 8-4.
Definitely a winnable game. I mean, we can't let them get too many, but we can score in bunches.
Well, just keep your errors down. There's your difference in the score right there. Is you
No question.
3 or 4 unearned runs. Kira Miller will lead off for the Hawks in the home half of the 4th. And we got the scoreboard back up.
I mean, Taylor's thrown a few wild pitches, but for the most part, you know, she's not walking people. She's letting the defense, you know, make a play.
I think that's how we lost power. The scoreboard went out and they tried the old trick to unplug it and plug it back in, and they realized they unplugged the wrong thing. I think they unplugged us for a batter or 2. Couldn't have been us.
I bet you my wife would like to have a switch like that.
Yeah. Or a cough button.
Yeah, modern technology. I told Pete that I probably didn't want to get mic'd up because I have a bad cough, and he said, nope, no problem. Showed me the cough button.
We have a cough button. It's
Wow.
so advanced now, you can push that button and you don't even have to cough. You'll just go away. Be like Sue. She can
Another
say what she
button
wants.
she'd love to have. Thank God she's sitting in front of me, not home watching TV. I'm sure she has friends that will fill her in.
Oh, yeah. They got moles everywhere. Kira Miller leads off for the Hawks.
And great contact last time. Right at the left fielder.
Steps back on that one. Looked like some of the Auburn infielders, the middle infielders especially, were surprised that was called a ball. To Hopper.
Again, right at somebody.
Clean play at third by Kaylee Charlton. Over to Dupuis for out number 1.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Morgan Attaway.
Brings up Morgan Attaway. 1 out. Bottom 4. Attaway lifts that one towards center. Dickey back there to make the catch for out number 2. Good contact by Attaway that time, a little bit underneath.
Yep.
Baseman number 23, Sydney Roush.
We
Brings
just
up
got to
Sydney
keep
Roush.
remembering she's in the 8th grade, and once that light switch goes on, she's going to be tough to stop. Definitely in the genes, that's for sure.
Strike 1 from Malpass. Ball from Malpass evens the count at 1. Fastball from Malpass up and away. Roush puts it down plate, deflected over to Swedberg. Not going to throw it.
Now batting the shortstop, number 34, Liv Conley.
Hard grounder to third, deflected over to Swedberg at short. But Roush's speed was going to be no contest from Swedberg. Brings up Liv Conley. Hard grounder back through the middle.
Right there. Good
Played
job.
by Dickey in center. Roush will advance to second.
Now we have speed at the plate and a lot of speed on the bases, so
Now batting the left fielder, number 3, KK Deshanes.
if we can find the gap, that'll be 2 runs.
Brings up KK Deshanes.
Wow, that right center field gap is huge.
First pitch from Malpass is outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
It didn't look like a strike from here, but
Malpass gets that pitch. Must have been on the paint. Didn't look like it was out over the plate at all. But what do we know?
yeah, it's tough to criticize from here.
We're 90 feet away. Bouncer
There's a
out
run.
into center field.
There's a run right there. Good
And
job.
Conley's going to move over to third.
So the top of our order is lighting up. And Sophie's up now. Well-oiled 8th grader, but she just needs to not swing for the fence right now.
So Deshanes at first, Conley at third. And Roush has come in. And Malpass is going to come out. Caroline Lambert now stepping in for the Rockets.
Now pitching for Auburn, number 11, Caroline Lambert.
She definitely has more speed, that's for sure. I think it's a good move by the Auburn coach, break up the momentum too.
As Caroline Lambert gets a few warm-up pitches. Got KK DeShanes at first base. Liv Connolly over at third. And Sydney Roush has come in.
So Roland Bossy, the head coach for Auburn, when I was with him, he was a pitching coach. And then his daughter was a really good pitcher, and she became a pitching coach. And I'm pretty sure his granddaughter is a pitcher too, and I don't know if this is her. Okay, the sun's going down, Pete, and I can feel that little
And he's
breeze.
going to reach for the sweatshirt. Should probably take your headset off before you put that sweatshirt on. Just saying.
Number 4, Sophia Ferry.
Sophia Ferry steps in. Runners at the corners. And DeShanes is going to move to second. Little bobble behind the plate by Charlton. Called strike to Ferry, 1-1. Little off-speed offering from Lambert for a ball. Swing and a miss by Ferry. Good cut.
Yeah, definitely we have to readjust to this kid. This kid's throwing the ball a lot harder.
Inside. Full count to Ferry. Down looking.
Yeah, I can't argue with that from this vantage point. That looked like it was right down the middle.
So we're through 4 full here at O'Donnell Field, 9-5 in favor of the Rockets. Difference in the game so far, the unearned runs that the Rockets were able to earn.
Yeah. Put the ball in play and let the other team worry about it. It's the name of the game.
As we roll into the top half of the 5th, 9-5 in favor of the Rockets.
Yep, the lights are on at O'Donnell Field.
Leading for Auburn, the second baseman, number 4, Ava Lamont.
Usually you have a hawk or two circling around this time of night. Nothing yet. Ava Lamont leads off for Auburn. Takes ball 1. Not uncommon to see a couple of red tails stray off from the river.
Yeah, we could use them.
Ball 2 low from Attaway. Three and 0 to Lamothe. And 4 straight. Draws a lead-off walk.
Now batting the designated player number 7, Adele Gaston.
First walk given up tonight by Attaway.
Yeah, there's no defense for that, so hopefully she can get it back.
Gaston to third.
Yep.
And Faree to Roush. Gets the lead runner at second.
Again, Faree has her head in the
Now
game.
batting the pitcher number 11, Caroline Lambert.
And a lot of faith in her second baseman.
And the pitcher, Caroline Lambert. Turns away from that one, ball 1.
Actually looked like a pretty good pitch. I think Taylor was surprised he didn't get that call.
Off speed. Ball 2. Bounced foul beyond third base. High and outside.
Well, the scoreboard's out again.
3-1 to Caroline Lambert. Came in the 4th to replace starting pitcher Ireland Malpass. And Lambert draws the 1-out walk. And Coach Bowen gonna call timeout. Try and settle things down.
Now batting the third baseman number 6, Kaylee Charlton.
So you got Gaston at second, Lambert's at first. 1 out in the Auburn 5th. And Kaylee Charlton, the leadoff batter for the Rockets, back in the box. Takes ball 1.
Another one of our softball girls from Wachusett come all the way over here to watch the kids. She's got teammates on both teams.
Ball 2. And lifted into center. Jillian Davis makes the catch. The runners will stay put.
shortstop number 2, Ellis Redberg.
And Ellis Swedberg will step in with 2 outs. Swedberg, the number 2 hitter in the Rocket lineup. First pitch strike from Attaway.
That's another beautiful pitch.
Attaway froze Swedberg with that one. Go up, no balls, 2 strikes.
Tough
Bounce
play.
to Conley, tough bounce. Everyone's safe. Gaston will go to third.
She got it right in between bounces, but the only thing she could do is charge that ball.
Lambert's over to second. And Swedberg on. Guess we could call that an infield single.
Yep.
Brings up Reese Dickey. Outside ball 1.
If we can get out of this, I think we'll have some momentum.
Ball 2. Auburn loaded the bases up in the third. Turned into their 7-run inning. Good stop by Miller behind the plate. 3-0. Called strike to Dickey. 3-1.
Nope.
All bounces in on Miller. Trouble finding it.
Yeah, not a lot Miller can do about them.
And Dickey on with the walk.
Here we got 10, Pete.
Yeah, I got 9. I think I missed one somewhere. Power's out in the scoreboard again.
You got 9? Okay.
Called strike. Verification, it is 9-5, so I didn't make a mistake in my scorebook. Score 1 for me.
Good boy, Pete.
Dupuis lifts one into short left.
Yep.
DeShanes calls them all off. Well, Auburn comes away with 1. Could have been worse for the Hawks, as they had them loaded there for a bit. Another one crosses the plate for Auburn.
Another one of Laura's girls goes to Hampshire.
So the Hawks come to bat in the home half of the 5th, trailing by 4. It'll be Esselane, Attaway, and Jillian Davis due up in the Hudson 5th. Thanks for joining us tonight here on HUD-TV. The Hawks host the 9-0 Auburn Rockets. Slow start in the first half of the year for the Hawks. Has them at 2-6. They trail here 9-5.
Leading off for Hawks in the first baseman, number 11, Angie Esseline.
5, 6, and 7 hitters due up in the Hudson fifth. First baseman Angie Esseline leads it off for the Hawks. Esseline 0 for 2 tonight. Off the mark from Lambert. 1-0. Lambert with the heat. Swing and a miss by Esseline.
Yeah, she's got a great fastball. I don't even know if she needs a changeup.
And fouled out of play by Esseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Lambert does give them a different look later in the game as she with the velocity. And down swinging goes Esseline.
Now batting the pitcher, number 8, Taylor Attaway.
Brings up Taylor Attaway. Only 2 strikeouts on the night for Auburn pitching. Malpass had 1, and Lambert with that one. Ball to Attaway. Hit the umpire.
Yeah, Laura called timeout to give the
Let
umpire
him get a breather.
And our catcher, Megan Chowton, she did the same. She ran out to the pitcher. A little bit of softball etiquette I like.
1-1.
Umpires are doing a great job too. They're no part of this game whatsoever.
1-2. Two and 2. Outside. It was 3 and 2. Attaway draws the walk. Courtesy runner for Attaway.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Jillian Davis.
It's like Sophia Oliveria. In to run for Attaway, brings up Jillian Davis. She ducks away from the first pitch from Lambert. Ball gets away from Charlton behind the plate. Oliveria will move to second. Hawks have a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, that's a rarity. Not too many balls get by that kid. We'll take it.
Two and 0 to Davis. Two and 1. Good location that time from Lambert. And the ball gets past Charlton again. Oliveria moves to third.
Yeah, she wasn't going to catch that pitch no matter what.
And Davis draws the walk.
Now batting the catcher, number 15, Kira Miller.
And Kaylee Charlton's going to pull them all into the circle. Brings up the catcher, Kira Miller. The Hawks with runners at the corner with one out in the home half of the fifth. They trail by 4, 9-5.
Miller's swinging a good bat right now.
Called strike from Caroline Lambert.
Got under it.
Miller
Could be trouble, though.
lifts that one into left. Misplayed by Landry and left. Oliveria is going to score.
It looked like trouble right from the start. Left fielder had a play on it, but she saw the shortstop coming.
Number 5, Morgan Attaway.
Got a little gun shy.
Brings up Morgan Attaway. Off speed from Lambert, in for a strike. Gets strike 2. Attaway quickly down, 0-2. Fouls that one out of play. Pitch is high, gets away from Charlton, and all the runners will advance. Davis will go to third, and Miller will go to second. Oh, and 2 to Attaway. At 1-2, 2-2 now.
That was a great stop.
Another good stop behind the plate by Megan Charlton.
Kid's a real deal, no question about it. She's still a freshman.
Big pitch here from Lambert. And Attaway stays alive, gets a piece of that.
I'm sure Coach Bowen's telling Jillian Davis, don't be too cute over here. She's got a gun.
Off speed. It was high. Attaway chased it.
It's unfortunate because that was a ball too.
Now batting the second baseman, number 23, Sydney Roush.
Sid's got a quick bat. She can catch up to this kid.
Brings up Sydney Roush. Called strike 1. Quickly down, 0-2. Attaway not happy on the bench. Lifted in the right. Casagrande makes it look easy.
Yeah. Little nonchalant luck on that.
Hawks bring one home. in the bottom half of the fifth. We go into the sixth inning. Hawks trail 9-6.
That was a nice little opportunity.
Yeah, Hawks.
We had all our hitters coming up.
'Casa Grande, Charlton, and Ava Lamoth, the first three due up for Auburn here in the sixth inning. Sun is down, light. Five, 6, and 7 hitters for the Rockets.
Leading off for Auburn, the right fielder number 8, Riley Casagrande.
So Auburn comes to the plate in the top half of the sixth. They lead by 3. Pitch is high from Attaway. 1-0.
Okay, somebody catch the ball. There you go.
Attaway looks in. Popped up beyond first. One and one. Casagrande waited on that one. Still got it off the end of the bat. Caught by Connolly for out number 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Megan Charlton.
Brings up the catcher, Megan Charlton. Ball 1 from Attaway. Pitcher Taylor Attaway, center fielder Jillian Davis, the only 2 seniors on this Hudson squad. Two and 0 to Charlton. Called strike from Attaway.
And we get some good little ones coming up. They're in the 7th grade right now, so they're going to be babies next year. But you add them to the youth group we have right now. Now Conley will be a senior, and KK will be a senior. We'll have some good leadership to go with.
That one's lifted deep in the left center. 2 hops the wall.
Yeah, she's a ball player.
1 out double for Megan Charlton. Auburn with a runner in scoring position.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Ava Lamont.
Brings up Ava Lamoth. Waits on that one, lifts it high in the left field. And DeShane's there to make the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting designated player number 7.
Hawks trying to keep Auburn quiet here in the top half of the 6th. They have a runner at second base. And 2 outs for Andrea Gaston, the designated player. Out in front of that one.
That was a backbreaker.
Tough to stop your swing when you're looking fastball.
Yep.
Good catch by Miller behind the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Andrea Gaston.
I think I might throw it again, Pete.
On the ground, just past third base. Count remains 1-2. And drop third strike, and Miller.
Foul ball, no way. She
Oh,
didn't
foul.
know it. She was going to the bench.
She was already sitting down. So Gaston stays alive. Home plate umpire ruled that a foul tip. And that one's lined into left center. Davis is going to get it in to the cutoff. Megan Charlton is going to score.
That was a big one.
So Gaston
Now batting pitcher number 11, Caroline.
stays alive. Strokes one into left center. Gets the RBI double. Ball gets away from Miller. And Gaston will move to third. Charlton's come in this half inning. Auburn on top 10-6.
That was a tough up. Safe.
Safe at first is Caroline Lambert. And Gaston's going to score 2 runs in.
Now batting the third baseman number 6.
Yeah, Lambert got down the line really good. Got some speed, plus it was a tough up.
Lambert beats out the throw. Back to the top of the order. Just past the glove of Davis is Kaylee Charlton. And she's going to hold up at second.
Now batting the shortstop number 2, Ella Schwedler.
Lambert is going to score 3 runs in the Auburn 6th. Brings up Ella Swedberg. Back through the middle. Charlton is going to run third. And she'll score. Swedberg on with a 2-out single. RBI 2-out single at that.
Great effort by Sydney Rose. She totally laid out for that, just out of her reach.
Brings up Reese Dickey, 2 outs. Lifted high to center. In the left center, DeShane's made her way over there to make the catch for out number 3.
She sure did.
4 runs in the Auburn 6th. We're through 5.5 here at O'Donnell. It's 13-6 in favor of the Rockets. Every time the Hawks have been able to pull close, Auburn comes in with 3 or 4 runs to extend that.
This kid really throws some gas, Pete.
Just stay in there and look fastball. Make contact. Easier said than done, I guess.
Yeah, and we get some of our better hitters that are just swinging right through it. But
Conley, DeShanes, and Faree, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Hawks, due up in the home half of the 6th.
Leading off for Hudson, the shortstop, number 34, Liv Conley.
well, they've all played some pretty competitive ball. So they've seen this type of pitching before.
Like some gloves might have fallen out of the pocket of the shortstop, Ellis Swedberg.
Home plate umpire was all over that.
Did they call no pitch on the first?
Uh,
No, 1-1. Lambert certainly has some velocity. Conley turns on that one. One hops the fence, rounds first.
right there.
Going to pull up at second base with a leadoff double.
There's our little spark plug for sure.
Now then in the left fielder, number 3, KK DeShanes.
That last inning kind of hurt us, Pete. We got a few runs that we didn't need. DeShane can hit a fastball too.
First pitch strike from Lambert. Hawks trail 13-6 in the home half of the 6th inning here at O'Donnell. And DeShanes waits on the
Yeah, that was a tough
waits
one.
on the changeup. Was looking fastball and able to adjust
Yeah, she
and
was all
just
geared up.
get that one out of play. Deep at short. Swedberg doesn't make the play, holds on to it.
Had a lot of speed on base, and she was worried about Conley, but she really, really should have gone.
And it's a long throw. Swedberg was right on the edge of the outfield.
At this point, they got to look for outs, and we're looking for base runners. So
Off-speed pitch for Sophia Faree. Goes by for ball 1.
you got power bat and power pitcher. Let's see how this works out.
Got a strike down there. Then that one looked low and outside from there.
Yeah, it did.
Up and away. Conley's at second. DeShane's at first.
Oh, no, I think the umpiring's been really
No, it's been pretty good.
been spot on, yep.
Yeah. Those ones, they just look low to me from here.
Yeah.
2-2.
But she's consistent.
And down swinging Sophia Faree. Second time tonight she's been victimized by a strikeout.
Number 11, Angie Esseline.
Brings up Angie Esseline.
I really like this kid. I think she's a freshman, right, Pete? She's a good ball player.
Off speed for a ball. Esseline laid off that one. Angie Esseline, freshman. High and outside. Esseline ahead in the count, 2-1. No one away.
Yep. Just trying to keep the line moving right now, Pete.
Esseline turns on that one.
That's trouble.
Short right field. Gonna drop. Conley's gonna have to get on her horse.
That was a tough one.
And DeShane's thrown out at second. Conley's gonna move to third.
Now batting the pitcher, number 8, Taylor Attaway.
You get the runner in no man's land right there that looked like it could have been caught for a double play. It did drop, but she was halfway. She played it the way she's supposed to play it, but the distance was too short. Right fielder made a nice play.
Who scored the fielder's choice? Cuts DeShane's down at second. Swing and a miss from Attaway. 1-1 the count. Liv Conley at third. Foul back. 1-2. Certainly a big contrast from starting pitcher Malpass to what the Hawks are seeing now in Caroline Lambert. And down swinging goes Attaway.
Yep.
So the Hawks come up empty in the bottom half of the sixth. We're through 6 hit here at O'Donnell. It's the Auburn Rockets 13 and the Hawks 6. Four, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the Auburn 7th. Emily Dupuis, Riley Casagranda, and Megan Charlton.
So we're going to have to hold them here, Pete. Depend on the bottom of our order to move the line and try to get back to the top of the order. But it's going to be a tall task. This kid's good. This pitcher is good. First order of business, we got to stop the bleeding right here.
Dupuis pops it up. Gets a second chance. Couldn't get corralled by Miller. is lifted to center. Davis makes the catch.
Okay, that works.
1 out.
Now batting number 8, Riley.
Number 8, Riley Casagranda. Fouls that one back.
You know, after being around forever, I'm watching the body language of these kids, and we're getting it handed to them, and there is no quit here. All the kids are, they're all locked in.
Up and away.
I am proud of them for that.
1-1 the count to Casagranda. Opposite field. Got past Esseline at first.
Now batting number 10.
Casagranda at first. The single off the end of the bat. Strike from Attaway to Megan Charlton. High for a ball, 1-1. Fly to left, caught by DeShanes. Two outs. Ava Lamoth steps in.
Now batting number 4, Ava Lamont.
Fly to center, caught by Davis.
There you go. Good job, Taylor. We got a tall task, but like I said, they're not going to quit.
So the Hawks hold Auburn scoreless in the top half of the 7th. And it comes for the home half of the 7th. They trail by 7. Davis, Miller, and Morgan Attaway due up. Your 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the Hawks lineup.
Yeah, never say never with the Hawks. I mean, I remember being down 9-0 against Triton in a playoff game.
A couple of years ago.
Yep, about 3 or 4 years ago. And the girls just locked in and we won 10-9. It was one of the greatest comebacks we've ever had. And then we turned around and went to the state finals.
Leading off for Hudson, number 2, Jillian Davis.
Two more games this week for the Hawks. They will travel to Leominster on Wednesday. And they will host Grafton here on Friday. First pitch, 4 o'clock. So a busy week for the Hawks. 3 games. Davis takes ball on. In the dirt from Lambert, 2-0. Inside, 3-0.
Missed. Good take, though. Good take. Need base runners.
Lead off walk for Jillian Davis.
Now behind the catcher, number 15, Kara Miller.
Brings up Kira Miller. Ball one. Inside, ball two. 6 consecutive balls for Carpenter. Throw down to first. Davis back on time. Two balls, one strike. Throw down to first, goes into right field. Casagrande with the backup. Miller ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fouled out of play. Counts full to Miller. What do you think, Lenny? Off speed? Or just bringing the heat? Bringing the heat. Comebacker. Wow, what a catch by Carpenter.
What a way to end the game. Wow.
And Davis is doubled off.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do about that.
What an athletic play by Carpenter. And then she has the presence of mind to get the ball over to first base.
That was a rocket, too.
That was a great play.
It really was.
Best play, one of the best you're going to see.
Yep. Like you say, after making a tremendous catch, she knew exactly what to do.
Still had the presence of mind to get it over to first base and double off Davis. Davis kind of caught in no man's land. That ball was so low, too.
Oh, yeah. Davis was thinking 3. And, yeah, what are you going to do? Tip your hat.
Great play by Caroline Lambert. As the Hawks in a hole now. Morgan Attaway steps in with 2 outs.
Well, they're announcing my retirement from the town of Hudson tonight at the selectmen's meeting, so I'm going to go from here. Whatever. With mixed emotions. I've been there for 5 years, and but I love doing other stuff too.
Careful they don't give you a broken watch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Long story.
Great story, though.
We need a couple innings for that. We got 2 outs in the 7th.
Yeah, we'll have
Can't
to do
stop
this.
that story now.
We'll have to do that at a later date.
And Attaway draws the 2-out walk.
We're back to the top of the order.
Brings up Sidney Roush, number 1 batter for the Hawks.
No, it was a pleasure serving the town of Hudson. I love them. They love me. It's just, I'm almost 72 years old. I want to do stuff like go to softball games, and I got 7 grandkids that are all playing sports. And
1-1 to Roush. Yeah, well, you were texting me back and forth last week. Line to left. Roush
sender
to second.
right there. Good job.
And Attaway's going to score. RBI double for Roush.
Like I said, there's no quitting these Hawks. It's might be too little, too late. But
You were texting me back to that story when we were texting back and forth a couple weeks ago, and you were mentioning how these early in the year games that start at 4 o'clock are really putting a dent on your work time.
yeah. I understand the whole thing. I ran a company for 40 years. My dedication is key. But I also want to watch my family grow up too.
Two strikes to Conley. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the home half of the 7th. Watches that one.
Yeah, that was a close one. Talk about a kid that don't quit, though. This kid's a fireball.
Attaway scores in this inning. Hawks trail by 6. Roush is at second. Conley stays alive. 1-2. Auburn looking to go 10-0 on the season. Conley waits on that one, lifts it high near third base.
Yep.
Caught by Charlton.
Oh, great game. Well, Pete, it's been real. I think I'm off to my meeting.
All right, well, good luck at your meeting.
Thank you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Now that I'm retiring, we're going to have to do this again.
Oh, we'll do this some more for sure.
Bye, people.
So the Auburn Rockets come into O'Donnell Field and take a 13-7 victory over the Hawks. Auburn moves to 10-0 on the season. Rankings must be coming out by from the MIAA maybe tomorrow. We're past the halfway point. Hawks will drop to 2-7 on the season. They'll be at Leominster on Wednesday, and they will be hosting Grafton here Friday afternoon. That's a first pitch at 4 o'clock. So for everybody here at HUD-TV, Lenny, Cam, Jared down below, I'm Pete Conti. The final score again, Auburn Rockets 13 and the Hawks 7. Thanks for joining us. Good night.